Good day, everyone. I'm Gina Santos from BSIT 3B BPO. So today, I will show or explain the RSA online calculator and elliptic curve online calculator and how it is worked. This guide is intended to help with understanding the workings of the RSA public key encryption decryption scheme. No provision are made for high precision arithmetic, nor have the algorithms been encoded for efficiency when dealing with large numbers. So the first step is compute n as the product of the prime numbers p and q. Then you may enter values for P and Q, then click the button here that see in the picture. Set P and Q. So the values of P and Q you provided yield as modulus n, and also a number r is equal to P minus 1 and Q minus 1, which is very important. You will need to find two numbers E and D whose product is a number equal to 1 mod R. Below appears a list of some numbers which equal 1 mod R. You will use this list in step 2. So N is equal to P, Q is 0, R is equal to P minus 1, and Q minus 1 is equal to 1. Candidates 1 mod R. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. For the step 2, find a number equal to 1 mod R which can be factored. So, you may enter a candidate value of k in the box that show in the picture. Then click the button to factor it. So, factor k you may then factors of k is a prime. In step 3, find two numbers E and D that are relatively from prime to n and which E and D is equal to 1 mod R. Use the factorization info above to factor k into two numbers E and D. Click the button to check correctness. So you may click the check E and D. So the consistency check is E is equal to D is equal to N is equal to 0, R is equal to 1, E and D is 0, E and D mod R is equal to 0, E and R are relatively prime, D and R are relatively prime. If your choice of E and D are as acceptable, you should see the message E and D mod R is equal to 1, E and R are relatively prime, and D and R are relatively prime at the end of this box. Last step, use E and D to encode and decode messages. So you may enter a message in numeric form here. Then click the button to ended. Break your message into small chunks so that the message codes are not larger than n. So the message, the encrypted one, cipher message E mod N, and descripted one is message is equal to cipher raised to D mod N. Elliptic curve online calculator. Basic calculators are much cheaper than their scientific counterparts, and you can probably get one for it for two. A slide rule is even cheaper. You could strap together two plastic rulers with logarithmic scales for above 20p, a saving of an order of magnitude. Pretty impressive for a couple of sling skills. Now we can do much better than this. You can print a fully functional calculator capable of multiplication, division, and extraction of square roots. On a single sheet of A4 paper, this is probably an order of magnitude against cheaper than a regular slide rule, costing about 2 pence. The image that you can see here, which you can print off and use, note that it has two scales, red and blue, running in opposite directions on an elliptic, non-singular cubic curve. The scales are reciprocals of each other for any point labeled x and y. In blue, xy is equal to 1. To multiply two numbers together, find them ignoring decimal places 10 times and x are represented by the same point in the same color and draw a straight line through them. This will intersect the elliptic curve in a third point. Read the result on the oppositely colored scale. This is the product of the two numbers.